Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, welcome everyone. Please, if you can hear me, can you drop an emoji in the comment section so I'm sure that everyone can hear me? Hello? Okay, so let's go. If you can hear me, please drop a heart emoji so I will know that I'm speaking to everyone here. Let's drop a heart emoji. Let's drop a heart emoji. Let's go. Welcome, 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 everyone. Okay, great. I can see someone say, can hear you loud and clear. That is awesome. Welcome, everyone. I promise it's going to be an awesome time with you guys this evening. Okay. So, without wasting much of our time, my name is Godswill, and a product designer and also a founder. And I'm the co-founder of Designgate. I think by next week you get to learn more about the Designgate team and all the instructors that will be coming to take you in this beautiful journey. So it's going to be an interactive section. So I will also be looking at the comment sections to see if you have any questions. So once I see a question, I'm going to take note of that question so we can provide an answer to those questions during the question time. Okay. So I think we should. I'm just trying to see if we can wait for more people to join. Okay. So I'm just trying to see if we can wait for more people to join. So once everyone's joined, we can go ahead to start officially, start the program. So while you are here, please do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel and enable your notifications so you can always get notified anytime we go live or anytime we post a new content. So just before we start, I would like to just know how many of us are just starting for the first time in our journey as UI UX designers. So if this is going to be your first boot camp, can you like just drop a heart comment? And if this is not your first boot camp, you can just drop a heartbreak emoji. I just want to see those of us that have been taking classes for on UIUX Bootcamp and those of us that are just starting out for the first time. Okay, okay, I can see those hats. Okay. So like I said, if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop those questions in the comment section. Someone is standing by looking at all those questions, picking them out so that we can answer them later. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay. So I'm just giving 3 more minutes. So we're just waiting for 3 more minutes. So once it's 4:15, I will go ahead to start. Okay, I can see you, Fred. God's power. this is not your first UIUX Bootcamp, okay? I can also see Ibe Kido Okocha. I can also see Vixen Design. Well, we have all been there, and that is the essence why we came up with Designgate Academy, okay? I'm sure if you persist enough, this is going to be your last bootcamp, and by the end of this bootcamp, our goal is to make sure you are employable, okay? And we are also going to be sharing some other tips that you really need to know as a designer in 2023, okay? So while we wait, like I said, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section. I can see Oluwaseyin Akimbo. You know, she said, he said, sorry if I'm misgendering you, but what are the design softwares we are going to be using? Yes, that question is going to be answered. It's going to be answered during the course of this live. Okay, someone said first bootcamp, but not first lesson. Okay, great. We see how that goes, and like I said, with persistence, you are going to come out of this class well. Okay. All the class is going to be live. What happens when one can't join? Okay, we'll still explain this in details, but basically we are going to be having live classes twice a week. And as for not joining, we want to make sure we set up a time that is very convenient for everyone so that everyone can actually join. We want to make sure everyone that have registered for this course comes out well, right? It's not, we don't want anyone to give up along the way. So we've designed the curriculum in such a way that we will make sure we carry everyone along. Dominion, Anenye, sorry, you can't hear or see anything. Please, if you can't hear or see anything, kindly indicate in the comment section so I know exactly what we're doing. Okay, the NUSC, self-taught but first bootcamp. Okay, great, that's awesome. So our classes are always, our class is going to be always on YouTube Live. No, it's not going to be on YouTube Live. So we have different types of classes. It's not going to always be on YouTube Live, right? And is there a guarantee of an internship after the completion of the bootcamp? Okay. We'll also answer this. Once we are done with this, the presentation. Okay. So it's just 1 minute before I begin the official presentation. Let's see if we can have more people join. We currently have 92 viewers. Okay, 92 currently viewing. So let's hope we have some more people joining. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kizito Onyeka. If you're just joining, you're welcome. So we're going to go ahead and start the class. So let's go ahead and start the class. Welcome everyone. Except for Henry, you can't hear anything. Please, if you can't hear, kindly indicate so I will know exactly what I'm doing. I want to make sure everyone is carried along, right? Yeah. So welcome everyone. Like I said, my name is Godswill. I'm a product designer and also the co-founder of Designgate. So without further ado, let's go in and see what we have for today. So first and first, so what exactly is Designgate? Okay, so our UIUX Bootcamp is an immersive 16 weeks learning experience where we'll be doing by learning. Okay, so where we'll be doing by learning while guided in person by a professional. So basically, this boot camp it's not your usual boot camp where you get to read, and keep reading theories and keep doing redesigning stuffs that you don't even understand what you're doing. Okay, so basically, during this boot camp you get to learn things like design thinking process, master the latest design and communication tool, build your case study, design, and also launch your portfolio. So basically, we want you to be able to, be confident as a product designer or as a UI UX designer. Okay, so someone said, please, there should be a recording because network is bad. Okay, it's the flyer I'm seeing. Yeah, we've moved to the first page. If you're not seeing the first page, can you just indicate with an emoji or just write that you can't see the first page? Right now, I'm currently on introduction. So I'm currently on introduction. So sorry if you can't hear me, can you just indicate? I think the majority of us can actually hear me. We have more people here. I just have like two cases of people who said they can't currently hear me. So basically, let's go back to our course. So basically, like I said, Designgate Bootcamp is an immersive 16-week learning experience where you will learn by doing while being guided in person by a professional. Okay. Um, I think we are also going to record this because some people are having issues with their network. Okay. Welcome, Okoba Precious Samuel. Welcome. Okay, great. Okoba said he can hear me. We are hearing you. Okay, great. I'm going to proceed. Okay. So, what is our goal and objective for this bootcamp? Primarily, the goal is to equip you with skills you need to land a job as a product designer, that's UI UX, or build the next big product from ground up. So everything we are doing right now is geared towards getting you hired or getting you become an entrepreneur, right? That is the purpose of this boot camp. So by the end of this boot camp, if you follow through with everything we are going to teach you, I can assure you by the time you are done, you will be a confident product designer. We are also going to talk about some of the problems most people face, and we'll take a look at how to overcome some of those challenges. Okay, so we're just going through the program right now. So this is an overview of the curriculum, although this will also be posted on the website soon. So the first week, we are going to take a look at how apps and website work. So one of the problem most UI UX designers usually have is most times they focus more on the design aspects without really understanding the tech aspects. So from the start of this program, you are going to understand exactly how apps and websites work. You are going to understand how they work so that when you are designing, you are actually designing something practical with the knowledge of how it's going to work, despite the fact that you are not going to be the one to, program it. But having the basic understanding of how products and apps work will highly improve your design. You won't just, design for design's sake. Rather, you design with purpose, right? You are going to design something with the knowledge of how it's going to be built or how it's probably going to be achieved. Once you arm yourself with this knowledge, you find out that you become a better app or UI UX developer. So the week 1, we want to take a look at how apps and website work. Okay. Now, when we go to week 2, we'll start learning problem solving. Okay. Week 2, we'll learn problem solving. How do you solve problems? How exactly do you solve problem? Asefo Henry, I think it's only you at this point because every other person can hear me. Maybe you should check from your device. So the week 2, sorry for the digression. Let's go back to the class. So week 2 for the curriculum, we'll take a look at problem solving. Okay. Then by week 3, we'll take a look at research, analyze, synthesis, product ideation, and validation. Right? You want to take a look at how to make research, right? How to analyze and synthesize your research, and also how to validate your ideas. So whenever you see one of the greatest challenges you see with product teams is working on features and working on products that probably, won't survive out there, right? But with adequate research and planning and also testing your ideas, you are able to build product. You are able to build product that people can actually use. Okay, and don't forget, one of the issue with building product is most of the time when you build a product, okay, what you intend for that product is not necessarily what users are going to use it for. So this is where product validation or idea validation really comes in. You need to be able to validate your idea to make sure if this is what people really want. And if that is what people really want, you can test it out. Okay? So after that, we'll go into design, prototype, and usability testing. We are going to be able to design, prototype, and then test our product to see if there is any need for improvement in that product or if there are things we should remove. Are we together? So that is for week 5 to week 9. Okay? Then week 10, we'll go into mentorship, project, and portfolio development. So we are going to also have like a mentorship section for project and portfolio development. One of the issues again we've noticed with most designers, especially designers that have finished a particular bootcamp, the problem they have most of the time is their portfolio, right? Because it's 2023 and there are some certain types of portfolio that if you have, it will be difficult for you to land a job. But like I said, the most important thing about this training is not just getting a job. Instead, it's about being able to be confident about yourself and also starting something for yourself. Week 14, we are going to have a bonus course, which is WordPress. Ahmad Shaibu, I will answer that question. So we are going to take a look at WordPress. The reason why we want to teach you this is, just like I said, product or idea validation. Sometimes you might have an idea as a product designer. You might not have enough resources to go out there to build this product from ground up. So what do? You need a quick way to simply test your idea. Even if you don't have a real life product, you need a quick way to put out something online for people to actually indicate interest if they like that product or not. So when you learn, we're going to teach you WordPress development, which you can actually use to quickly test out ideas before even going in to build it. So this is also used in most startups. So a lot of startups, before they build a feature or before they build a product, you see them, just coming up with a simple landing page, pushing it out there online and running some ads to see if people are really interested in that product. Then we talk about MVP development. This is where we also talk about things like developer developer handoff. So how do you hand off your project to developers so that you and a developer can be on the same page? And good enough, Figma have made it very easier now to communicate with developers. Then week 16, career prep. But take note that the main training is within the first 3 months of the boot camp. Okay, so someone is saying, what's the difference between product designers and UI/UX designers? Okay, I will provide an answer to this. I've taken note of that question, and we'll provide an answer to this once we get to the question and answer section. Okay, so career prep, week 16, we have career prep where we prepare you for your career. But here is the thing. While this curriculum is structured in this way, okay, the task and activities is not going to be structured in this particular way for some certain reasons. Yeah, MVP simply means minimum viable product. You get to learn about all these things once you start designing. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section, or you can just get a piece of a book, or just jot it down so you can ask it later during the class. Now, our training methodology. Okay, you can hear me. So let's go ahead. I think I had a bit of a network glitch right there, but I think we are back online. Okay, yeah, it's actually from my end here. Okay. Yes, we are back online. Yes, the connection is back. You know, we are in Nigeria. So once you are in Nigeria, you always have issues with the network. It's always something you have to deal with. But once we start the class properly, we hope to find a way to fix the network issues so that we don't have network issues in our subsequent live. Okay. Okay, great. So I was trying to explain our training methodology, which differentiates us from other boot camps. Okay, so the first thing is we are going to have what you call daily activity. So our curriculum is something we call the value-based learning system. The value-based learning system. This we will talk in depth by next week. The value-based learning system. Now, as long as you are logging into the portal every day and doing the task, you are going to be learning something new. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, please drop some emoji so I'm sure everyone can hear me. And okay, Ahmad Shaibu, please next time let this live be on Telegram. Please, if you can hear me, can you drop like an emoji? Let me be sure everyone can hear me. Okay, awesome. So everyone can hear me. That's great. So like I said, by next week we'll take a look at the onboarding fully. By the time you log into your portal, we'll take a look at the onboarding. But now let's take a look at our training methodology. So we have the daily activity. So the daily activity basically is what we are going to be doing every day. So every day when you log into the portal, you are going to have a task. You are going to have a task and you are expected to complete that task. Okay? And we understand sometimes that, especially for people that are just starting, remember, like I said, this program is for absolute beginners. It's for absolute beginners. As long as you know how to use a computer, it is for you. It is not for people who have an idea of design. You don't need to be a graphic designer to be able to take this course. It's for absolute beginners. Okay? So once you log into your portal, this will be explained better next week, okay? But I'm just giving you an introduction, a general introduction. So every day, once you log into your portal, you are going to have a task to complete. And the tasks are not really something that is going to take your time or something too robust, because we understand that you are a pure beginner according to Olawale. So this program, yes, is for pure beginners. Okay, so every day once you log in, you are going to get a task and you are expected to complete that task. And once you complete that task, you are going to upload it on the platform for assessment. Okay? Then aside that, we have readings. There are some articles that will be sent in for us to read. And once you finish reading, we are also going to have other weekly assessments. Yes, Olawale, I will answer that. How to access the portal, I will answer that shortly once I'm done with this presentation, okay? Um, Definitely, curriculum will also be posted on the website once it goes live so that we can actually know exactly what we will be doing. But like I said, every day, once you log into the portal, there will be a task for you to complete, right? And like we shared on the Telegram group, please, if you're here and you're going to be taking this course, make sure you have to dedicate 2 hours every day. That is the minimum thing we expect from you. 2 hours every day, okay? Because if you don't finish the day's task, if you come back tomorrow, you won't see the next task. So you must finish the task set for the day before you can see the next one. And the last thing you want to do is to hold on for these things to pile up. Once we see that you are not completing your task, we might, take you off from the platform, because we don't want people who will be on the platform only to drag others behind, because we want to move as a team, right? We want to move as a team, so we don't want people that will drag others behind. We want to make sure that everyone is being carried along. And I think if you really want to change your life, this is one of the best investments you can do from now to January. This is one of the best investments you can do for yourself from now to January. It's 2 hours minimum every day. It's very important you show up every day. You don't show up 2 times a week or once a week. You have to show up every day, okay? Then we have the live classes. So we have the live classes which we'll use to introduce key concepts, right? We have the live classes, and then the live classes we also have what we call workshops. So I'm going to talk about workshop later in the class, later in the presentation. But this is our training methodology, the daily activity, the live, and the readings, okay? So let me move to the next slide here. So Nigeria is hard. Become a designer and design your career. Now we all know that it's not been easy for a lot of people in the country. It's not really been easy, especially with the with the removal of the fuel subsidy, and the country have been a little bit difficult, and naira keeps going down every day. Naira keeps going down every day. As at today, it's about 1,020 naira for $1, right? And one of the best options, one of the best careers you can actually take up now in Nigeria is to take the tech route. And one of the easiest ways to take this tech route, one of the easiest way is actually to become a designer. Although a lot of tech people don't like when designers refer to themselves as tech guys, but if you are UIUX designer, yes, you can actually call yourself a tech bro or a tech sis. So you can actually call yourself a tech bro or a tech sis. It's one of those things, right? So yeah, become a designer and design your career. So someone will be asking, why should I even become a designer? Okay, so let's take a look at the prospective careers. Okay, I think for this one, I'm just going to go back here and I'm just going to like zoom in. Okay. So let's take a look at some of the prospective careers and some of the things people mistake sometimes. So what exactly is a visual designer and a graphic designer, right? So let's take a look at visual designer, graphic designer, and we'll still come back here for you to actually understand why I brought this up. So when it comes to a visual designer and a graphic designer, some of the focus you are looking at is that for a visual designer, you are designing a lot of things for websites, apps, and digital products, right? But for graphic designers, you are looking mostly at print, advertisement, branding, and sometimes web design, okay? And we have various tools for this. I think later I will come back here for us to really understand this. And then we also take a look at the difference between product design and UI UX design, and why a lot of people kind of mix it up sometimes. So let me come back here now. Now, after you've finished this class, like I said, we believe in value-based learning system. Like I said, every day you join this program, once it starts, every day you join this program, you are going to learn something new, and you keep building that way. That is the best way. That's how we've designed the curriculum. There is no day you come online and you log into your portal and you will not learn anything. And it's going to be hands-on, practical, hands-on, right? So once you are done, what are these opportunities and where can you find these opportunities? So once you're done learning, we'll still take a look at this in the career aspect of the program. When we get to the career aspect, we'll still come back here. But this is just like a bird eye view, because we understand that some people have already taken, some courses and they can't find jobs, right? So we'll also teach you how to use some of these platforms like LinkedIn, platforms like Twitter, platforms like Discord, Angel List, TopTal, Indeed, Upwork, and also Remote. So these are different platforms where you can find opportunity as a UI UX designer, okay? These opportunities can be local and it can also be remote. Can everyone hear me? Can you drop some, let's drop some emojis. If you can hear me, drop some emojis. Are we together? Yeah, can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, just drop those emojis, so I'm sure everyone can hear me clearly. Okay, I can see Standard and you, I can see Chioma Adibo. Are we still here? If you can hear me, just drop those emojis. Hello? We are experiencing some network challenges. Can you all hear me? Yeah, if you can hear me, drop those emojis. Yeah, if you can hear me, please kindly drop some of those emojis. Let me be sure you can hear me. Okay, okay. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for staying. Yeah, sorry, we are having a little bit of network challenge over here, but we hope it gets resolved in the next meeting. So we are back online right now. So we are back online, guys. Okay, great. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, guys. We are back online. So I'm going to continue again. So, like I said, where exactly can you get some of these opportunities once you're done? Or if you've already done any boot camp, the best advice for you right now is to go ahead and start, applying for jobs. But if you feel and you are not, if you feel like you're still not confident in yourself, then you can invest this next 3 months and actually become very good and confident in yourself. Okay. Um, let's go ahead to the next one. Okay. So, what are the job roles? So, just like someone asked the differences, let's take a look at some of these job roles so we know exactly where you fall in. Okay. So, product designers are in charge of creating entire products. Okay. They ultimately responsible for discovering and defining a problem and then empathetically design a solution. So the skill that a product designer must have range from technical to human-centered design. Product designers take part in user research, prototyping, visualization, testing, analyzing, and communicating. Now, by the end of this session, I will also tell you guys why I've been using the word product design and also UI UX. Okay, so it's important for you to really understand the difference between the two and where we are heading to with this boot camp. So some of the job roles that you might discover out there include product manager, right? Once you come to the product team, there's something called the product team, right? The product team, you have people like the product manager, the product marketer, the UX researcher, UX designer, visual designer, UX writer, interaction designer, information architecture. So these are different job roles that you have in the product world, right? But here is the truth. In Nigeria, you more likely be, a one-man riot. What do I mean by that? If you are a UI UX designer in Nigeria, you are very likely to be wearing many hats. Okay, you are going to be wearing many hats, so you are not just going to say I want to specialize on this, except if you eventually maybe get an offer in a big company, then there is likelihood of you specializing. But if you find yourself in a startup or a typical company, chances are that you have to diversify your skills to be able to accommodate the current challenges in that company. So most of the time you will find out that you might be doing the UX design aspect, the UI design aspect, the interaction design aspect, the visual design aspect, the information architecture parts. You might likely have someone else handling product management and product marketing, but it's also important to understand how some of these things works, okay? Because most product managers are usually from the tech and product team. Okay, so if you are going to be looking for, you know, promotion, these are some of the things you need to know how they work. Okay, so yeah, so these are some of the job roles. So let's proceed to the next slide, which is the success part. The success part, very important. If you can hear me, please, can you drop like a heart emoji? I want to know the number of people that are hearing me. If you can hear me, drop those heart emojis. Let's see. If you can hear me, can I have those heart emojis? If you can hear me, drop those heart emojis. Drop them, drop them, drop them. So I'm sure that everyone is with me right here. Okay. Justice Uchenna. Okay. Sophia David. Okay. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Okay. So let's go ahead. So what exactly is the success part? Like I said, some of us here have done some boot camps before. Okay, maybe you've taken some boot camps online, you've taken some boot camps offline. Okay, but like I said, make this your last boot camp. Okay, because it's we actually have a very robust curriculum that is geared to make sure you succeed. Now, what is the success part? So when you're done, this is the 5 parts our curriculum is going to shape you into. The first thing is to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so when some of the mistake a lot of people make is, when they are done with their trainings and they have portfolio, instead of looking for what to do with what they've learned, they start applying for jobs. Now, what they don't know is that applying for a job is actually a full-time job, right? Applying for a job is a full-time job. It's not a part-time job. So by the time you want to sit down, you can't stay 5 months just to apply for just applying for jobs. You have to be very pragmatic, except you don't need money, right? So if you need money, there are different ways and different things to do once you are done learning. One of it is become what? An entrepreneur. Start using your skills to solve problems. So we'll take a look at these things in depth and how you can actually start once we get to the career section, okay? The second one is for you to probably get employment somewhere. You get employed and you are being paid. So we have 2 types of, currently for UIUX designers, you can either get employed locally or you can get employed remote. And although everyone nowadays is looking for remote opportunities, but I can tell you, once you are done with your learning, the best thing you can do before searching for remote opportunities is to find local businesses where you can get experience. Because one thing with remote experiences, remote work, is that they need people with experience, right? Definitely we'll make some of the slides available after the training. So when you want to apply for remote jobs, these people are looking for people with some form of experience. So the best way to get experience is to get an internship locally and work for at least 6 months to 2 years. Once you've gotten this experience, it will be easier for you to get a remote job. But like they say in the success equation, you can't take away luck. There is also no harm in trying to apply for these remote opportunities. Okay, so that is it. Number 3 is you can actually become a freelancer. So we are going to guide you through on your freelance journey. So there is a misconception people have about freelancing, and we are going to demystify some of this conception during your career phase. One of those conception is that most freelancers wait until they get a referral from the previous client, or they somehow or miraculously get a job, maybe from platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. But it doesn't really work that way in real life, because if you should say, okay, I just want to open a Fiverr account, or I want to open an Upwork account and start my freelancing journey there, you can actually stay on those platforms for 1 year without getting any job. It's very, very possible, especially with platforms like Upwork, where you need to make some sort of payments before you can apply for any job. Upwork account and start my freelancing journey there. You can actually stay on those platforms for 1 year without getting any job. It's very can you guys still hear me? I think we lost. I think we lost the connection there again. Hello, can you all hear me? Hello. If you can hear me, drop those emojis. If you can hear me, drop those emojis. Hello, can you all hear me? Yeah, if you can hear me, just drop those emojis. I want to be sure everyone can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, great. We are back online. Sorry for that cut in transmission. Very soon we'll be done with this session so that everyone can go and get prepared for the 15th. Okay. Okay. Hamid, welcome. Okay. We're back. Okay, great. We're back. So, like I was saying, being a freelancer doesn't basically mean you are going to register on one platform and one freelance platform and you keep waiting for jobs to come. It doesn't work that way. So we're going to show you tips, practical tips on what it means to be a freelancer and how you can actually survive as a freelancer once you are done with your class. Yes, the portal will be available before the 15th, definitely. Okay, and you can also become an educator. By educator, like I said, once you're done with your training and you've gotten some experience, let's assume you've worked for 2, 3, 4 years or even 1 year, right? Depending on your experience, you can also become an educator. We are now in what you call the creators economy. Right now, we are in a dispensation of what you call the creators economy, right? So there is nothing stopping you from using the knowledge you have to become an educator. So this is what I call the success part. You can become an entrepreneur, you can get employed, you can become a freelancer, and also you can become an educator. Once you get these things after the training, once you look at some of these parts and choose one that you want to follow along with. It's very important for you to really understand how these things work. Okay, so let's so someone asked, what tools are we going to learn? So these are some of the tools we are going to be learning in the course of this program. Okay, So these are some of the tools we are going to be learning in the course of this program. The first one, we are going to take a look at how we're going to make use of Notion. All right, we are going to make use of Notion. You will learn how to use Notion. You will also learn how to use Figma for design. So the design is going to be on Figma. So you will learn how to use Figma. Remember, Figma is just one of those tools out there. There are other tools you can use for product design, not just Figma. But for this bootcamp, we are going to be using Figma. Now, the reason why we are using Figma is because it is one of the most used tools in the industry. So chances are any company you are going to work for, or any company that's likely going to employ you, is going to be using Figma. But here is the thing, if you eventually end up in a company that does not use Figma, you can actually take whatever you've learned, right? You can transfer that knowledge to that particular app. So these things you are going to learn, they are transferable, okay? So if you can hear me, drop those emojis. Drop those emojis if you can hear me. Yeah, if you can hear me, please drop those emojis. Let me be sure everyone here can actually hear me before I proceed. If you can hear me, please drop those emojis. Hello, are we here? Hello, can you hear me? If you can hear me, drop those emojis. I think the network has really gotten very bad. Okay, I think we are back, guys. Um, I think we're back, guys. If you can hear me, please drop those emojis. Uh, I really apologize for this break in communication. Okay, I think we are back, guys. If you can hear me, please drop those emojis. Okay, great. Okay, great. So, like I said, these are some of the tools we are going to be learning. Okay, we are going to take a look at how to use Notion. So, most of our documentation will be in Notion. So, you learn how to use Notion. Then, for our design, we are primarily going to be using. So, Vixen Design says, my emoji don't tire. Oh, that's great. That's great. Gerard and Naji, you're welcome. You're not really late, but you're kind of late, but you're not missed much. Samuel King, I can't hear you. Can you hear me now, Samuel King? Try open the app on your YouTube app if you're on phone, okay? So yeah, for our design tool, we are going to basically be using Figma as a primary design tool. Reason being that most of the companies you are likely going to be applying to, they all use, most of them use Figma for their design team. So it makes sense to teach you how to design using the in-demand tool. There are other tools out there, but we are going to be using Figma for this bootcamp. Then, in terms of communication, we are also going to be looking at how to use Slack. So, Slack is one of the communication tools used by most workplaces. So, if this is your first time hearing about Slack, you are going to learn how to use Slack. If it is not your first time, that is awesome, okay? So, you are also going to learn some tips on how to use Slack. And we are also going to take a look at Loom. So basically, Loom is a tool, it's a video tool that you can use to get feedbacks. Although it is more on the professional level, you can use a lot of tools for feedback. Most people even use WhatsApp. Some people use WhatsApp, some people even just ask their participant to just, record videos and send to them, or record a voice note and send to them. But one of the most the tools used out there by most professionals is Loom. So basically, Loom is like a video tool that can even help you annotate. So your users can actually annotate, and you can actually view heat maps, and that can help you analyze and synthesize your data and take feedbacks faster. Then we have Hotjar. Hotjar, very very important tool when it comes to research. Let's say you want to create like a case study, or you want to do a UI audit. When you want to do a UI audit of a UI or UX audit of a particular product or website, Hotjar is one of the most professional tools that gives you some of the best results you are looking for, right? Then for our research, for our forms, we are going to learn how to use Typeform. Now, although a lot of people use Google Form because it's free, we are also likely going to use Google Form, but you also have a direct introduction to Typeform. Typeform is a more professional tool that makes it easy for anyone to conduct and synthesize, to conduct research and get back data in a well arranged manner. But that notwithstanding, we are also going to take a look at Google Form, because most people just prefer to use Google Form, then later pick their forms and go to other data analysis program like maybe Excel, okay, to further analyze and synthesize their data. So these are some of the tools we are going to, it's just a better view of some of the tools we are going to be learning over the course of this bootcamp, right? Now, like I said, we are not coming to learn this tool. We are not learning them as in theory. We are not coming to take a look at what is Notion, what is Figma, what is this, what is that. No, we are not doing that. What we are doing is to go directly to use them, because no matter how much theory you learn about them, you still won't know what they are used for until you actually use them. So you definitely will definitely going to be using them to actually understand how they work, and not just learning importance, how to, or this and that. We are going to be doing practical training. Okay, so let's I think we just have like one more slide to go so we can answer question. So let's take a look at our website and also our sponsors. So some of you have been asking, why is this program free if we are offering this much? So by next week we also answer a little bit on that. But basically we have some sponsors. We have some people that have sponsored this program, and one of our headline sponsor is Terra Skills. Okay, so you can do well to go follow them right now on Instagram. Okay, so on Instagram you can find them at Terra Skills. So they are our headline sponsors. They basically sponsor this program. And when you go to Terra Skills NG, I'm going to drop it in the comment section. So basically, it's one of the best headline sponsor. No, we won't be downloading some of these softwares. Most of them work inside your browser, right? Most of them work inside your browser, so we wouldn't be downloading most of them. So Terra Skills NG is one of the foremost tech schools here in Abuja. So they are the one that basically sponsored the training. Okay, so we'll also let you know what you are supposed to do. So if you don't mind, you can go give them a follow on Instagram at Terra Skills NG. Okay, and yes, so basically let's get down to our website. So if you visit our website now, if you visit our website right away, okay, so once you visit our website, you will see that some of the things there have changed. So registrations have technically closed, so we are no longer accepting registration at this moment, right? So when you visit the website, you're going to see that it has changed. So once you go through the website, and you can actually see get job ready with hands-on product design coaching. Okay, this 12-week intensive bootcamp equips you with the core skills employers and businesses seek using our VBLS curriculum. Like I told you, VBLS basically mean our value-based learning system. So we are using what you call a value-based learning system, a kind of curriculum that makes sure every day you log into the portal, you are getting value. Okay, so you can do well to go follow them right now on. So we are using what you call a value-based learning system, a kind of curriculum that makes sure every day you log into the portal, you are getting value. Are we together? Okay, so you can do well to go follow them right now on. So we are using what you call a value-based learning system, a kind of curriculum that makes sure every day you log into the portal, you are getting value. Are we together? So I know some of you, your emoji is tired, but can you drop those emojis if you can hear me? Okay, okay. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, please drop those emojis. Okay, okay. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, please drop those. Okay, great. Okay, okay, awesome. So I'll continue. So basically, once you're on the website, you're going to see some of this information. So get job ready with hands-on product design coaching. So this intensive 12 weeks bootcamp will get you the core, will equip you the core skills employers and businesses seek using our value-based learning system curriculum. So it's going to be starting on the 15th of September 2023. Ayomide, can you hear me now? Okay, great. Ayomide can hear me now. So when you scroll down, okay, when you scroll down, so after this live, you can actually go to the website and learn more about these programs, okay? So move beyond theory, gain the skills and confidence to become a true product designer. So basically, this is what we do right here at Designgate Academy. This is basically the major thing we do. We offer expert coaching support and real life experience and certification. But this certificate right now is optional. So it's important you go through the information on the website, okay? So the certificate is optional, the expert coaching too. So right here we have don't wait for either, register now. I think the registration should be starting on Monday, but there are few things you can still go ahead to do from now to Monday uh, up until the 15th. So what are the things you are going to be learning? Like I already mentioned, you are going to be learning problem solving, you'll be learning visual design, you'll be learning communication, and also portfolio development. Okay, now here is the main thing right here. So launch your career, launch your product design career today. How would you wish to take this course? So like I said earlier, this course is completely free and sponsored by Terra Skills. So the course is completely free and sponsored by Terra Skills. Okay, and here we have two options right here. Okay, so it says, how would you like to register for this course? The first option here is, I will require assistance and coaching. Now, we have different types of learners. We have learners who are able to learn on their own, you know, without anyone assisting them. You know, they can push themselves to do everything on their own. Now, if you don't require assistance, just go ahead. By Monday, the portal should be open, I think so. So let me try this. Let me go, let me click on, let me open this register here. Okay, so let me click on register now. So once you click on register, it's going to bring you to this page. So it says portal registration opens in 1 day, 23 hours, 40 minutes, 38 seconds. Okay, so by Monday, the registration portal is going to be open for everyone to register. So once you register, you're going to have your details on the portal and you can always log in and view your task, right? We'll still teach you how to use the portal. It's quite easy to use, but we'll still walk you through on how to use the portal by next week. So here basically on Monday this should go live. I think it should go live on Monday by 4 or 5 p.m. So make sure you come back here and register. Like I said, we have two options. I want to be fully responsible for my learning, so that's basically free. So the course is completely free. So you have access to all the course programs, and also you have access to project and task review, right? From the beginning to the end of the course. We want to make sure you complete this course, and also you have confidence in yourself as a UI UX designer. Okay? Now, but if you require assistance or coaching, from next year we'll have our original pricing here, but still based on the support we got from TerraSkills, the coaching usually goes for 50,000, but for for this particular cohort, it has been slashed down to 10,000. So when you pay 10,000, what you're going to get is you still have access to all the course programs. You still have access to project and task review. You will get dedicated support. You will also attend what you call the expert-led workshop. So basically, expert-led workshop, these are workshops whereby we have experts in different fields, in the UI UX field, different experts, people from UX, people from UI, and the career people to come in to take some workshop. So if you register for the coaching, you are also going to have access to these expert-led workshops. Then if you also register for the coaching, you will be able to join the live Figma file during the live classes. Now here is the thing. So basically Figma have some restriction on the number of people that can be on the file at a particular time. So that is why we restricted this to only those that will require assistance. Okay, so if you're going to require assistance, you just make payments and you will be added to the group of those who require assistance. Okay, you will also get premium resources and also get a portfolio template. Now, why do you need a portfolio template? A lot of people, most of the time, they find it difficult to set up their portfolio. So this is why we want to set up the portfolio. We have the portfolio template, so that once you complete this course, it's very easy for you to set up your portfolio and start applying for jobs. Okay, so someone says the website. Yes, the website is at designgate.academy. Okay, so I think if you want to make payments now, it will bring you directly to the book, to the group for people that require assistance and coaching. But like I said, if you are someone that is able to learn yourself, you can come back on Monday and register on the platform completely free and have access to the course and also to the project and task review. Now, why did we include project and task review? We want to make sure that someone is actually responsible and actually overseeing what you are doing, right? But the only downside is we might not be able to attend to everyone at the same time, right? So that's why we decided to create this other section that will require support, so we can actually maximize our time on our hands. So if you also scroll down, you will see that this training is brought to you free with support from TerraSkills and GES Foundation. Okay. However, we recommend you choose our guided and coaching option to maximize your learning. Also, if you don't want to make payment online, you can also pay through transfer, and once you make your payment, you can email your receipt to designgateacademy@gmail.com, or you can send it on the Telegram DM. I think my colleague should be there to get it, and once you make payment, you will be added to the guided access group. So you can also get more information on when the program is starting, the duration, the mode of training, and the certificate part after this session. So at this point, we're almost done with this live. So it's now left for you to take action. Like I said, if you want to make payments now, you can just go to the website and click on make payment and join the guided access group. But if you want to learn, if you want to be fully responsible for your learning, you can come back on Monday and the platform should be ready and you will register, and then we'll start the class officially on the 15th. On the 15th. Remember, like I said, it is a task-based learning. So every day you log into the portal, you are going to have a task to complete. It's important you complete the task. Okay, it's very important. The tasks, they are not difficult, but when you keep building on them, you are going to learn a lot. Okay, so at this point, I would like to know, yes, if you don't need assistance but want the certificate, okay, let me just scroll down there to read what we have there. Will I receive certificate after the training? So basically, upon successfully completing the program and scoring at least 80% of the overall mark, if you wish to obtain a certificate to validate your achievement, so this is where we partnered with TerraSkills. So once you need a certificate, TerraSkill can actually issue you a certificate at an additional cost of 10,000 naira. But the reality is, in the field of UI UX, certificates are really not that much. Most recruiters don't look at your certificates. If you are a graduate, right? If you are a graduate, you can just use your degree certificate. But let's say you are not a graduate and you don't have any other form of certificates, it then makes sense to get a certificate for this so that you have some form of certification for when applying for jobs. But if you really if you are a graduate or you have any other type of certification, it's not necessarily it does not necessarily need to be design. You can actually get a job without having a certificate. So that's for that question. Can we register free and upgrade later to paid? Unfortunately, we don't have that feature. Reason being that once the program begins, the guided access starts as well, because you have people that might say they need help, or you have people that will say they need someone to assist them on their design. So it starts automatically. So we want to carry everyone along, so we don't currently have the option of upgrading later. Do we have to make payment before the class starts? Yes, if you again, if you need guided or if you require assistance and coaching, you need to make the payment before the 15th. But if you want to learn completely, if you want to be responsible for your learning, it is completely free and you get to register on Monday. On Monday, the portal should be open for registration for everyone, both people that are paid for guided assistance and coaching, and also people that want to be fully responsible for their learning. Again, the curriculum is very robust, and I want to advise you again, if you have a bootcamp you are already taking, it is not advisable to add this one to it, because the curriculum is steep and will test you and will make sure you come out good, right? So if it's not something you have to mix with other curriculums. I'm not sure you can actually do that, because the minimum hour we require from you every day is 2 hours. Okay, that is the minimum. So if you start adding other bootcamp, it might just drag you down or confuse you. So that is why we are not recommending you take this course with another course. So if you have another course you are taking, we would advise you to continue with that one, or you can decide to discontinue and focus on this one. But it's not recommended to do this course with any other course. Yes, definitely. We'll, sorry about that. If you are seeing September, I think it's will be from the developer. I think what we have here is 1 day. I think it's 1 day. It's I think it's from our web developer. I will call their attention to that. Is starting on October 15th, just like we advertised. Okay, I can see that right there. So I'll call their attention to that. So it's starting on October 15th. So like someone said, A2, since you said it's free, why do we have to pay? Like I said again, the class is completely free, right? So when you come to this page on the website, the class is completely free. So if you register for the free, you get access to all the course programs, okay? You also get access to the project and task review, right? This is not something you get free anywhere else. Nobody is going to do these things for you free. And by next year, except we still keep getting sponsorship from Terra Skills or other organization, from next year the boot camp is going to be fully paid for, right? But we hope to maintain our partnership with Terra Skills so that we can still we will be able to still bring these classes to a lot of aspiring designers for free. Yes, the free package offers access to the live session. Yes, it offers it offers access to the live section. Definitely, the live session is part of the course. Okay, so if you were here earlier, I explained how the course is being delivered. The live access is part of the course, right? But we only have limited people who can join on the Figma file. So on the Figma platform, so we are restricting that to people who need guided access, right? People who need guided access. Chris, I asked if I paid plan has the paid plan right now for the coaching and assistance is basically for the entire duration of the bootcamp. So it's for the entire duration of the bootcamp. So like I said, even the assistance and coaching is actually discounted. The normal price is actually 50,000, but okay, Wisdom said, what about internship? So basically, we have partnership with a company called Job Primers. So Job Primers is basically a recruitment platform that help people secure jobs. Okay, so when it comes to internship, yes, we are going to teach you how to also get internship. But aside that, some of the students that complete their projects and have their portfolio are also going to be assisted with getting internship placements, right? So that's what where Job Primer comes in. When is the latest date to make payment? The latest date to make payment, I think, should be on Wednesday because the class is to start on 15th. So definitely you would want to make the payment before the 14th so that we can add you to the group, because once the class starts, okay, once the class starts, we want to actually focus on the class and not focusing on things like payment issues here and there. We want to focus on the class because we also have something else coming up which we will discuss next week. Can those in free training have internship placement? Now, this training, I think some of you missed out. This training is going to teach you everything, including how to get internship placement. Whether you pay or you choose to learn, you choose the free version, it's going to teach you everything you need. The only difference is priority. Okay, the only difference here is priority. So when you say you require assistance and coaching, we have a group where we are going to add those that require assistance and coaching. So we kind of prioritize, their questions, their answers, and all their questions and their frustrations, right? We kind of prioritize them first. But everything you need to succeed as a UI UX designer, it's all available in the course that you are getting for free. Like I said, we have different types of learners. If you are someone that can fully learn on your own, we are going to provide you with the best materials, right, in this course, which can help you become a confident UI UX designer. But if you need assistance and coaching, or let's assume you need the portfolio template, or let's assume you need the premium resources, that is when you can pay, right? That is when you are advised to make payment. So if you want to be able to attend the expert-led workshop, you want to be on the live Figma file, you want to get the premium resources, and you also want to get the portfolio templates and dedicated support, then go ahead and make payment from now till 13th. But if you know that some of these things are not a problem for you, you just want to make sure you learn, you can go ahead and register for free, and you have access to all the course programs, project and task review. Now, it is important to know that the tasks are live tasks. So it's not something we've done and you just enter. No, the tasks are live tasks as you are working on it, because we want to make sure that anything you are doing is related to what is in demand right now in the UI UX market. So the tasks are live tasks. Okay? Every day you log in, you are going to find a new task. You are going to make sure you complete that task and you move on. The next day you log in, you move on. That's how it works. Okay, if I did not pay, will I get certificate for free? This course, we are not offering certificates. Okay, like I said, as a UI UX designers, if you are a graduate, you can use your BSc certificate to get a job as a UI UX designer. But if you need certificates, that is where Terra Skills comes in. Once you need certificates and you get up to 80% in the final assessment, you can get your certificate for Terra Skill for 10,000 naira, right? But like I said, it is not necessary. In fact, any UI UX certificate you've ever gotten, I can guarantee you that most employers are not actually looking at it. As designers, what employers are looking at is portfolio. They want to see your portfolio, not really your certificate. Okay? Sophia, if one pays for coaching, will I pay for a certificate again? I'll answer this again. Like I said, Sophia, this course is not a certificate-centric course. It is a certificate-centric course. We want to make sure by the time you are done with this course, you have a portfolio that when you send out for internships or you send out for job placement, you can actually get those interviews, right? As a designer, your biggest tool is your portfolio, not necessarily your certificate. But if you need certificate, we are in partnership with Terra Skills, right? They can get you that certificate for 10,000 naira only, and that is if you score 80% above. What if someone cannot log in a day due to data issues or whatsoever? Yes, Sammy David certificate, yes. So if you can't log in, I highly doubt that you can't log in. Okay, I highly doubt that. But if you can't log in, uh, I highly doubt that a day will go by without you being able to access the platform. I highly doubt that. But if you can't, if you are not able to do that, the next day you can log in. You can log in the next day. But when you log in the next day, you won't see that day's task until you complete the previous day's task. Like I said, with respect to upgrading plans, uh, we we want to make sure we concentrate on the training once we start, right? We don't want to start handling things like sales, payments, and all those things once the training starts. We want to make sure everyone is up and doing, right? So yeah, if you have questions, drop them. Yeah, every day the lessons will be dropped at exactly 12 midnight. So as you are waking up, once you log into the platform, you are going to get access to those. Akosile Nuruddin, can you highlight the materials to be provided for the total free training? So materials, like I said, we are operating a value-based system curriculum. So every day you log in, both people that paid and people that did not pay are going to have the same access, are going to have access to the same training and the same learning materials. So it is only, you can't see the materials until that day. We did this so that you can actually follow us step by step, because we don't want a situation whereby you overburden yourself trying to complete one week task in one day. You end up not learning well that way. Okay, so every day you log in, you are going to see your task. I think earlier on I explained the curriculum in details. I think maybe later I can go back so that we can see that curriculum again. Okay, great. So Saturdays and Sundays, no, there are no tasks on Saturdays and Sundays. Instead, some Saturdays and Sundays we will be having live sessions. Okay, live sessions on Saturdays and Sunday. No task, because we also want you to rest. On some weekdays, we could also have live sections. So basically, the live sections, we make them to be towards evening when we know that everyone is home, right? But if you are using guided access, if you are using the assistance and coaching, you can also let us know when you are likely to be free, so that we will dedicate someone who can attend to you at that particular point in time. No, the, the lesson is not Monday to Sunday. We want you to actually enjoy your weekends. So do we still have any other questions? Any other question, please? Okay. So let me go ahead and answer some of these ones that I already have here. Uh, so how do you access the portal? To access, for now, when you go to the website, you can visit designgate.academy. So you can learn more about the program on designgate.academy. Okay, in the absence of questions, if you have more questions, you can drop them. Okay, someone said, how will we know when there is a live session to attend? You will always be pre-informed for the live section. Like I said, most of the live section will happen weekends, Friday, Saturdays, Sundays, but it's not always, right? The most important thing is you completing your task. Are we going to be using real data? Definitely. So when you are starting out, we'll provide you with data, and you'll be the one to we'll teach you how to analyze data and synthesize data, right? Then over the course of the program, we'll also teach you how you can get data and then analyze them. If you remember, some of the tools I mentioned that we are going to be learning how to use is Typeform and Google Form. So yeah. The guided assistance will last throughout the course of the program. So throughout the course of the bootcamp. Yes, Nuruddin, task is every day aside weekend. So it's a value-based learning system. Every day for the next 3 months aside weekends, if you log in, you are going to get a task. Now this task is, you are going to have like a video or a material that you are going to watch and then complete the task, at least for the starting part. For the starting part, you are going to be, be guided, and you'll be doing all those things. The website is designgate.academy. Can someone help me type it out? I think my network is a little bit slow here. Designgate.academy. So if you need guided assistance, you can go ahead and pay between now and Wednesday. Okay? Between now and Wednesday. But if you want to be fully responsible for your learning, on Monday, you come back to the portal and register completely free. Sir, when we pay, we'll get internship placement at the end. Like I said, internship placement, we've partnered with Job Primer. If you can complete your task and set up your portfolio, you will definitely get an internship placement with Job Primers, right? The most important thing is you have to make sure, right? That is why we are actually offering this required assistance. With the required assistance, we want to make sure we hold you responsible to complete this program. Because one of the major problems most people have is starting a bootcamp or starting a course and not completing it. We want to make sure you complete this course. So I think we already pressed of time. So if you have any other questions, okay, we're going to drop an email, and also the best way to send in your question is to send in through Telegram. So you can send a DM on Telegram or send an email so that all your questions will be answered right there. Okay? Okay, Prince Oyedeji, what's your question? Yep. So Prince, what's your question? If you have further question, you can drop it right inside the WhatsApp, the Telegram group. Sorry, the Telegram DM. You can send a DM on Telegram, and someone will attend to you there. Unfortunately, no. So, like I said, these templates and resources are only reserved for people who require assistance and coaching. So, you can't get it after the program. You are only going to get it within the program. Is there any platform for mentorship after this 3 months training different from the assistance and coaching that lasting throughout the training? Uh, like I said, by next year, that would be by next year. So by next year, we are reverting to our original price. But for those of you that will be registering for this class, we will find a way to make sure you achieve your goal. Remember, the essence of this coaching, we are looking at the goal. We are not just looking at you have taken the training. The goal is for you to be a confident designer by the end of this training, right? And the training itself is like 3 months. Then we have 1 month where we'll be, coaching you on your portfolio development and the rest of it. Can we review the curriculum? I think we only just have like 8 minutes to go. So once the portal opens, I think you should be able to view the curriculum. After the bootcamp, can we still pay for getting things like portfolio templates or premium resources? Like I said, unfortunately, no. So that is only available for people who demand for assistance. So reason is that after the bootcamp, that will now be 2024, not 2023. And in 2024, we are reverting back to our original price, right? So it's not going to, even if you want to get it, it's not going to be 10,000 naira. So if you really want them, the best time to get in is to join the I Require Assistance and Coaching platform for 10,000 naira. Because by next year, we are reverting back to our original plan, except if we still have partnership with Terra Skills, because they are the ones that offset most of the payments, which actually even made the training to be free, right? So except we are able to maintain partnership with them by next year, then the prices remains the same. But aside that, by next year we'll be reverting to the original prices. So that is why we can't actually guarantee that you would have access to the portfolio template and premium resources. So let me do something. So let me just move back a little bit. So like I said, this is basically the an overview of the curriculum, but it's not as if this will be followed, step by step, step by step, step by step. The task, this is an overview of the curriculum. The task will form everything you are seeing right here. But the first and most important one for week 1, we'll be getting to learn how apps and websites work. Now remember, aside learning how apps and websites work, every day you are completing a task. That is the most important thing you need to know. Okay? Every day you are completing a task. Okay, so I think we are done for today. Thank you very much for finding time to show up. We really appreciate, and we hope to see you at the top. Our next session next week You get to meet some of the expert instructors and I myself and some of the other team members. Okay, if you have any question, do well to drop them right on Telegram. Send a DM on Telegram or send us an email. So if you would want the training, if you would want the guided access, go right away now. You can go right away now to make payments. Okay, you can make online payments. You can also make offline payment depending on which one you prefer. So you make the payment, but if you want to take full responsible for of your learning, you come back here on Monday and click on register, right? Because if you click on register now, it's going to take you to this page that says portal registration opens in 1 day, 23 hours and 3 minutes. So thank you very much for stopping by for this. We really appreciate, and we hope to see you guys at the top. Thank you very much. If you have questions, once again, drop them on in the DMs on Telegrams. By tomorrow, the WhatsApp should be back, and you can also start sending in your messages on WhatsApp. Okay, you can also send us an email, and that will be it. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.